Okay guys, I just want to show you something really quick here. This is really more of a general skill. It's a process called undercutting. So this is Calum's rail and stretcher combination here, and he's already got his through tenon happening, and he's a man after my own heart because he's concerned about this little gap he's got right here between the shoulder of his stretcher and the face of his rail. So this is a little skill that pertains to all sorts of applications, not just this project. So first thing we're going to do is knock this out because he's got a nice tight joint there, which is good. So we're going to do an undercut on this shoulder of this tenon. Okay, so what that looks like is this. We're just going to lock this thing down. Okay, so we're just going to take a chisel, a really nice sharp chisel, and what I'm going to do is, first of all, like everything we do with a chisel, our work has to be clamped down. We don't have any parts of our body, especially our fingers, in front of where we're chiseling, right? But I'm going to still use my fingers really up close here to get control over the edge of the chisel. And I'm going to start the edge of the chisel just below the corner of the shoulder here. So, you know, you guys probably can't see this very well, but it's about maybe a 1/16 or a 32nd below the shoulder, because I don't want to redefine that visual edge, but I'm just starting just below that, and I'm actually cutting in at an angle over 90 degrees, just a little bit. And my chisel is very nice and sharp, so if yours isn't, you need to deal with that, because this only works well because we're cutting end grain. Right, so and I can go all the way around this once I'm done this edge. Right, I'm just taking a little tiny bit. Again, starting just below that corner. And all this does is make it so that, I'll show you with a square here. So if I line my square up, you might not be able to see very well on the video, but if I line my square up so that it touches this outside visual edge of the shoulder, there's actually a gap at the bottom underneath, and that's a good thing. Then what we're doing here is allowing this outside edge all the way around, because Calum's going to finish the rest of this. And that's going to allow that outside edge to touch before anything else does. And when the clamps go on, if there's any slight variation out of square there, the clamps are going to kind of push in, and we're going to end up closing in gaps there a little bit. So, so that's a process called undercutting. That's it.